You know, it's funny how people always ask, why did you leave? But the real question, the one that really matters, is why would you ever go back? I broke up with her. And no, this isn't one of those regret-filled stories. This isn't me asking for advice or sympathy. This is me telling you something I wish someone told me. When it's over. Let it be over. Because going back, that's not love. That's just fear. Let me explain. We broke up because, well, we just stopped being good for each other. At first, it was the little things, right? The way she'd always dismissed my ideas. The way I'd shut down whenever we argued. We were two people trying so hard to make something work that we forgot why we started in the first place. It was exhausting. But even after we broke up, I kept thinking, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should have tried harder. Because that's what people tell you, right? Relationships take work, sacrifice, compromise. But here's the thing no one talks about. Sometimes the best work you can do for a relationship is walk away. Let me say that again. Sometimes walking away is the most loving thing you can do for yourself and for them. Why? Because love isn't supposed to feel like a debt you can never repay. It's not supposed to be about proving your worth or fixing someone else's brokenness. And if that's what your relationship feels like, then staying isn't noble. It's just self-destructive. You know what really hit me? One day I was sitting there replaying every argument, every tear-filled night, every time I felt small or unseen. And I thought, why am I so afraid to leave this behind? Was I afraid of being alone? Afraid I'd never find someone else? But then it hit me, staying for those reasons? That's not love either. That's fear masquerading as loyalty. So I made a decision. I wouldn't go back. Not to her, not to the version of myself I was with her. And let me tell you something. The moment I decided that, the weight lifted. Because I realized I'm allowed to choose me. I'm allowed to say, this isn't working and I deserve better. And you do too. If you're watching this thinking about going back to someone who made you doubt your worth, I want you to ask yourself something. Are you going back because you truly believe it will be better, or because you're afraid of starting over? Because if it's the second one, let me tell you this. Starting over is scary, but it's also freedom. You get to rebuild yourself. You get to rediscover what makes you happy, what makes you whole. And you can't do that if you're constantly dragging the baggage of a broken relationship behind you. Look, I'm not saying every breakup is final. Some people find their way back to each other and make it work. But for me, going back wasn't love, it was a trap. A trap I set for myself because I didn't believe I deserved better. But now I know I do. So here's my advice to you, to the world, to anyone who needs to hear this. Don't go back. Not if it means losing yourself again. Not if it means settling for a version of love that hurts more than it heals. Because the truth is, the right person won't need you to fight for your worth. They'll see it. They'll honor it. And until you find that person, or until you become that person for yourself, don't waste your time trying to fix what's already broken. You're allowed to move on. You're allowed to grow. And trust me, the best version of you is still ahead. You just have to give yourself the chance to find it. So no, I'll never go back again. And maybe neither should you.